Okay, I'm Allen Hallmark. I'm here today because Greg Walden does not represent me, nor does he represent most of the people in the 2nd Congressional District. And he does represent some of the largest corporations and some of the richest people in America who give heavily to his campaign. I forgot to bring the record, but if you go in and look at the record of campaign contributions, you'll see that large corporations like Horizen and AT&T and Weyerhaeuser, those are the kinds of companies that have given Walden tens of thousands of dollars each every election cycle. And now with the Citizens United decision by the U.S. Supreme Court, there will be unlimited opportunities for the Koch brothers and many other right-wing groups and corporations to dump money galore into the campaign. So this is not the kind of government that I grew up thinking the United States was all about. This is a government by the rich, for the rich, and the poor be damned, and the middle class is disappearing and going away. And if the social programs that were instituted in this country during the 1930s to the 1970s are going to be dismantled and thrown out by this kind of Congress, it's going to be hard for me to live in this country because we are not going to have any educational system that's worth sending your children to. Our college-age students won't be able to afford to go to college. The grants will disappear. People will continue to be foreclosed from their homes. There will be no women's rights. Now, Greg Walden has voted over the years exactly opposite to the interest of the working class of his district. Those people are largely ignorant, I believe, of what he does in Congress. These people here in his office do a fairly good job of constituent help. When a constituent has a problem with a government agency, they come here and they probably make some phone calls and give some help. But that is just a small thing. It's a good thing, and each and every congressman should do that. But more importantly, you have to watch the voting record. And I don't think people of this district have ever been educated about what Greg Walden votes for. So I have a list here of his voting record. In last February, he voted yes to prohibit the use of federal funds for Planned Parenthood. He voted no for the employment discrimination law amendments, which would prohibit employer retaliation against employees. He voted no for the equal pay bill, which would have designated that unequal payment based on race, religion, sex, national origin, age, or disability is a new violation for each payment. He voted no on that. He voted no on extension of certain unemployment benefits, that the unemployment benefits that are millions of out-of-work people. He voted against extending those benefits, so but fortunately those benefits have been extended quite a ways, but now they're going to come to an end. And a whole millions of workers who are out of work are now not going to have any money. I don't know how they're going to get by. We're going to have more and more homeless people in the streets because Greg Walden and his ilk are voting against extending these benefits in the worst recession since the Great Depression. I could go on and on. There's many votes that he takes the 1% side against the 99% side. Okay, so that's why I'm here today, and that's why it's important for us to take a stand against this kind of representation, which isn't really representation. It is just downright greed, is what it is. You know, Greg Walden may sound like a nice guy if you meet him one-on-one. I'm sure he's personally a fine guy, but he is allied with the moneyed interests of this country, the robber barons. We have a new generation of robber barons, just like we had at the end of the 19th and beginning of the 20th century. And we need a new generation of muckrakers, and that's what Occupy New York, Wall Street and all the other occupies are. We're muckrakers, and we want to let the people know what's happened to their system of government. So that's why I'm here.